Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Acupuncture is My Life. Now, in today's episode, I want to discuss the problems, the issues, the dangers of taking, I'll safely say, too many supplements. And why do I say safely say is because I don't think you should be taking any supplements at all. You should simply be seeing an acupuncturist for regular wellness visits. Okay? Because if you find yourself constantly popping something in your mouth to attempt to elicit a certain feeling, reaction, or change, there's something wrong, in my opinion. And you're putting these plastic capsules or starch pills, whatever, in your mouth over and over and over. And if you need to continue to take it in pursuit of, regulating your body where it should function in a normal fashion, I'll give you a little secret, like yin and yang is out of balance, because when yin and yang is balanced, the body can self-regulate. Whether it's overall, mentally, spiritually, or relative to your internal organs, if yin and yang is in balance, qi and blood tends to flow harmoniously throughout the body, and the body can self-regulate. Keep that in mind. Okay? Because to take supplements to strengthen your immunity every day, take supplements to move your bowels, to take supplements to help you sleep better, go see an acupuncturist, because something is wrong. And you cannot self-diagnose and self-prescribe because you read somewhere this does this or that does that, or a friend or a relative told you take some of this, it'll help with that because it helped them. Okay, first and foremost, as an acupuncturist, I fully understand, just as my colleagues do globally, everyone's constitution is different. So even if you want to say something helps someone else, doesn't necessarily mean it'll help you. And then even if you're doing it and it helped, when you stop, what happens? Ask yourself that question. There are several health articles out there where many specialists, especially a hepatologist, is finding plastics in the body. There's no clear indicator as to where it's coming from, but what's encasing these supplements that you're taking? Is your body expelling it? Ask yourself that. Then ask yourself, do you really need to take supplements to strengthen your immune system or help you sleep? Seeing an acupuncturist, it can help with all of that. And it wouldn't be just about acupuncture. Eastern nutrition consultation would be included, maybe some moxa therapy, Tuina, Qigong, Tai Chi may be recommended. I teach some of my patients Tai Chi. And the thank yous do not stop. Guess what? You're not popping that plastic in your mouth over and over every day, several times a day. And now, okay, let's take, for instance, you're taking supplements, right? And some of them are fat soluble. Fat soluble vitamins, especially too much of them, are not good for you. It can be dangerous. it can cause harm. Now, there's two types of soluble vitamins. One is water soluble, the other is fat. You have a hepatic P450 system that the water solubles, they're just in and out. More times than not, you're urinating it right out. But the fat soluble ones are the ones that are harder to expel from the body. Water soluble vitamins, you drink enough water and it's coming right out. Fat soluble is absorbed slowly and it's stored in the body longer. So unless you're like extremely active, these vitamins will store as fat, and it can eventually build up to toxic levels. So understand what you're putting in your mouth. Then also be aware as to whether the supplements you're taking are regulated or unregulated. But my personal opinion, they're all unregulated to me. My opinion, strictly opinion. Okay. Everyone's different. I'll go back to that. You want certain vitamins, why not just turn to food? The body is designed to extract what it needs from your food source and expel it from the body when the time comes for it to be gone. Let's say you can eat an orange or grapefruit or what have you, and you're vitamin C deficient. Your body will extract more vitamin C from that orange on a Tuesday than it did, let's say, from next Wednesday, because it has adequate stores of vitamin C. So it'll just come out at the other end. Goes in one end and it comes out the other. It'll just come right out. Your body's designed to function in that way. But if you're constantly forcing something, forcing, and especially fat-soluble supplements, then it stores. Your body doesn't need it. So if it doesn't need it, the fat-soluble ones, it'll store. Water-soluble ones, more water you drink is going to come right out. But to stick with regulated versus unregulated, let's say if you're taking unregulated supplements, one, the liability. Who can you hold liable from a legal perspective? But this is acupuncture, not law. Now, unregulated, has it been tried and tested? What are the results? Can I go research studies on a regulated supplement versus an unregulated? You're just going to get individuals' opinions. I'm not going to ride this horse too much because I still have my opinion on the difference between regulated and unregulated. But the safest and best way is just don't take them. You see, seeing a physician on an annual basis and regular wellness visits with an acupuncturist, you'll quickly find out as to if you really, really need to be taking supplements and are there any alternatives. If you're magnesium deficient, potassium deficient, vitamin D deficient, vitamin C deficient, there are foods where you can get this from. But then on top of that, you know what amazes me, and I laugh a lot now, is when an attempt is made to trick you. to make vitamins fun. Now, I know you're wondering, like, what is he talking about? Vitamins fun. Gummy vitamins. What the heck is that? What is that? Oh my gosh, it's like candy, so I'll just pop it in and chew it. Let's say, oh, yo, it tastes so good. So I want to eat a whole jar of vitamin C gummies. Yeah, and I don't mean to laugh, but you know what you're doing to yourself? When you eat a certain type of candy or sweet that affects you in that manner psychologically, where you just love it, human nature, you're going to reach for more and more and more and more. And what are you doing? What do you think you're doing to your body when you do that? I mean, gummy vitamins is loaded with sugar, first and foremost. So, in my opinion, there's no vitamins or minerals in that. Gummy vitamins are really not shelf stable. And they lose their so-called potency like really, really quick. So you'll pick them up off the shelf in some vitamin store or whatever. And you don't know what you're getting. You don't know how long it's been sitting there. So why don't you just go purchase a package of gummy bears or something, some sugary candy. Because all you're really doing is taking a sugar pill. And it gives you that quick rush, that burst of energy. And you're like, whoa, this vitamin is so effective. Yeah, okay. No, it's not. It's not. Understand something. Health is wealth. The wealth is not in an app on your phone. It's not in a retirement account. It's not in the safe, nor is it in the bank. The wealth is not in your pocket. It's not in your purse. It's not under the doghouse in the backyard. The wealth isn't under the mattress, nor is it in the shoebox in the closet. The wealth is in you. That's where it is. Understand that. That is where the wealth is. And I'm sure that's why most of you listen to Acupuncture is My Life podcasts on a regular basis. It's about acupuncture and what goes along with it. Because again, like I said, not everyone that walks into an acupuncture clinic is literally going to get needled. And many individuals have phobias for needles, and it's not the way that you think. It's not. We don't use hypodermic needles in which chemicals can pass through. So it's so much different. But some will undergo acupressure treatment. Just finger pressure on certain points along a meridian to elicit a certain response. Maybe cupping therapy, moxibustion therapy, maybe some tuina, qigong, much more. An Eastern nutrition consultation. Just the same. Eastern. I've even had patients who were deficient in certain vitamins. And an acupuncturist would recommend, as I would, foods that are rich in those vitamins. I'll give you an example, not of a patient, but just in general. You have vitamins, individuals taking vitamin K and vitamin B6. No supplements. No. You can get vitamin K from spinach and kale, lettuce, collard greens. Vitamin K plays an important role in your body's blood clotting process. So sudden increase And vitamin K, let's say if you're on blood thinners, will decrease the effectiveness of blood thinners. But if you're on blood thinners, see an acupuncturist right away. And then let's say vitamin C, B6. What am I mean? Vitamin 6, vitamin B6. Now, too much of that can cause neurological issues. You may begin to feel or notice tingling in the feet, with numbness. And there's so much. You walk into an acupuncturist office, pick these things up right away during intake. Make the appropriate recommendations in dealing with this. And also, I will tell you this, if you're on some type of prescribed medication by your physician, you really want to be careful. Now, I'm not going to tell you, don't take the prescribed medication. That's between you and your physician. And sometimes I communicate with some of my patients' physicians, and we develop a plan together for the better of the patient. That's what it's all about, ultimately. But to be on a prescribed drug and take it upon yourself to also supplement, that can be dangerous. Let's just say, I'll even use blood thinners again. In which, if you're on blood thinners, see an acupuncturist, but I'll use blood thinners again. And let's say you take supplements that contain ginger or garlic or even ginkgo extracts. This can interact with your blood thinners and really, really ramp up your risk of bleeding. Okay? So keep that in mind. It's important that you are aware of these things. Like some individuals will take St. John's wort for depression, but then they're on other antidepressants. Big problems. Can come as a result. So when you want to take some type of supplement or vitamin, right? First ask yourself why. And then ask yourself why again, because I want you to think about it in depth. I don't want, just that superficial, because my friend said, and it will do this. And then now, the reason why I said ask yourself again why, I want you to think a little deeper. Do you need it? Are there any other alternatives? When you pick up the supplement off the shelf, the efficacy of this supplement. I mean, how was it packaged? How long was it on the shelf? Effectiveness. What's my body going to do once I put this inside of me? And if you grow concerned asking yourself why for the second time, that should set off all types of alarms that it is now time for you to see an acupuncturist. It is now time for you to see an acupuncturist. Simply make acupuncture a part of your life, okay? All right? It's not hard to do, and you won't regret it. Trust me. I get thank yous over the Acupuncture's My Life app all the time. And if you don't already have the app, download it. It's free at your app store. So many benefits to owning the Acupuncture's My Life app. But make acupuncture part of your life. Because acupuncture is my life. What's yours?